means you have to stop immediately and take off the thread from that place so that you can do it the proper way. Okay, now the fourth thing you're going to know is that please start sewing this slowly. Don't go fast like as if you're sewing the normal zip. You're going to sew it slowly so you can follow this line comfortably. Just take your time. That's one thing with invisible zip. Take your time and sew it slowly. Once you get to the end, you will appreciate the fact that you took your time to sew it, honestly, because the worst thing is for you to sew on the zip and you just keep losing. Every single time you're losing, it's going to give you a serious headache. It's also going to spoil the zipper teeth. So follow the same process and then sew it down to the end. Once you get to the end, just zip this up and then turn the fabric over this way. Now you notice that once you get to this point, this is where you have the other flap, okay, we are going to be inserting the zip. Now just try to make sure that it's actually straight. So look at how this is looking. So now this other part now is actually the back where you have the main fabric. Okay, so close this up, open this place out, then hold it down. What you're going to do next is just for you to sew on top of this zip. Okay, since we are not going to be using this side like the open and close area, just sew directly, but make sure you're still sewing close to this very place. Now once you've gotten to this place, the place you attach your one fabric, your one part of the fabric to the other side, what you're going to do is still place the zip directly on that same line. Then the way you sewed the zip from the beginning, the same way you're still going to be sewing it down. Okay, so you're going to sew it down to this very place here, so you can have some spot to be able to open the zip out. So just sew it down. That's why you're supposed to sew it directly, very close to the zip, but not on the zipper teeth. Okay, once you are here, take it off and then open the zip out. Now let's go back to our very first process by opening up the zip. Okay, just trying to bend it over. Be sure you've actually bent it over because it's going to be very tricky, but take your time. Like I said, bend it over, place your presser foot in the same place and then try to sew it down on the line. Okay, that's what you're going to be doing from this place on to the end. So once you have gotten to this point, what you're going to do is just sew. It's still going to be opened, okay, but then fold this part inside like this, then push it in and then sew directly down to that place, still trying to open up the zip at the parts you were supposed to. Now try and fold it in again. Be sure that it's actually seated properly the way it should be. Then just sew it down to the end. So once you're done, you should have something that looks like this. So you see, it's actually easy. It's going to be tough. I'm not even going to lie. But the more you keep doing it, you actually get accustomed to this. So please, let's try and put this the right way, okay? So once you're done, you're going to have something like this. It looks beautiful. It looks polished. It looks more English. It looks very, just name the word. So that's just it. Please share this video. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Again, you're going to be using this. What has always been your challenge? Let me know in the comment section. Until next time. Bye, guys.